All right, y'all. Coming up on the season premiere of the season 3 premiere. You can tell I'm out of touch. Professional amateurs. We back, y'all. We're gonna be talking about the Atlantic Division specifically. We're gonna break down all 30 teams, but we're gonna do it in a different way. Today we starting with the Atlantic Division. Professional amateurs coming up.
Hey, do it big, way bigger than before. Play the game fast, break, give and go. Hey, amateur, but I play it like a pro. Amateur, but play it like a pro. Do it big, bro, B50 919. Welcome back to the show. Amateur, but I play it like a pro. Amateur, but play it like a pro. Even though amateur, bro, I play it like a pro. Even though amateur, bro, I play it like a pro. Even though amateur, bro, I play it like a pro. Even though amateur, bro, I play it like a pro.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Professional Amateurs. We are back from our what you want to call it, bro? Off-season break, I guess, whatever.
Oh, the fuck you want? Shit.
Feel out of touch, man. I feel like I got to get the kinks out, man. How you feel, man? How you feel to be back, man?
Like I did 3 weeks ago. Shit. No merch. No merch. I'm still a guest. Same shit. Same shit.
What's going on, man? Everything been good, though, you know. I feel like I talked to you, but I ain't talked to you on camera in a long ass time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Hey, man, that's how I be, man. That's what happens when you're a guest. You get invited. If you don't, you
saw.
don't.
So say you saw on the new intro. I got you as.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. Yeah. Spelled my name right and everything. God damn.
Your name ain't there. I should be able to spell your name right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got that, but I can't get the goddamn merch though. All right.
Man,
all right,
you already know everything has been real weird with me these past couple of weeks. So
you ain't got to explain, brother. I understand.
Yeah, you already know, man.
Understand, I already know how it go. Yeah,
I'm here. We are back, nevertheless. Like I said, we're gonna be jumping into the start of 2024-2025 season. Before we jump into everything, like I said, we're gonna cover all 30 teams, but we're gonna do it in a different way. We're gonna break down each division and talk about each team within each division like that versus going, all right, Philadelphia, all right, Toronto, all right, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, you know, just a little different way we can break it down. We're going to be talking about everybody, though. You already know. See your name, your tag name, man. I'm feeling real froggy this year coming into the season, huh?
No, it ain't just that. I think this is the division with 3 teams that are title or bust.
Yep.
So it ain't just mine. Philly and Boston is in the same. So it was more about the division more than it was directly mine. Because the argument can be made that the best 3 teams in the conference are in this division.
I was just about to. Is this the deepest
with New York, Philly, and the Boston?
This is the deepest division of basketball.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think the Pacific is better top to bottom, and I think the one with Dallas, Houston, Spurs,
Southwest.
New Orleans,
Southwest,
and Memphis. Yeah, I think they better top to bottom too. Mm-hmm. The Nets make it to where the Nets in Toronto make it to where this division ain't against them. Yeah. But the Pacific might got 5 playoff teams with the Clippers, Lakers, Kings, Warriors, and Suns. Yeah. So that's probably the best one in basketball, top to bottom.
I was looking at that too. I was like, yo, actually, because that's part of like what our rubric is, like how many teams we think can make the title. And then I got to look and I was like, bro, it's like really 3 title contenders in this division. Like that shit is crazy. Like,
and they did all title or bust. So it ain't just mine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's got a double meaning to it. Mine plus the other 2 that's in it.
All right. So just from a standpoint, because you got more optimism than me. I got a little optimism. You know what I mean? I always got blind optimism with my team, but I got somewhat. You got real like, oh shit, we could win the title. Like optimism. This season. Like, this is what the first time that you felt like this is what, like 13, 12?
Correct.
Whole decade done passed, bro. Like that shit gonna hurt if you lose. I'll tell you that right now. When you got title aspirations and you don't get that shit done, that shit hurt a lot worse than just going into the season.
But think about it. With these three teams plus Milwaukee, 2 of them can't make the conference final.
Yeah.
So and that's if all 4 of these teams make the second round, which that's a whole nother topic in itself. So they all 4 ain't even guaranteed to make the second round. So because usually somebody fucks it up. So you know how that goes. But this division has literally got 3 title or bust teams in it.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a deep dive into it, man. We're gonna go by the rubric. Shout out to you. You the one who came up with this rubric. I thought it was pretty dope. The way the breakdown went about how we're going. So we got in particular 8 questions. So let's go ahead and start at the front. I had to pull it up because I got your set of questions, and then I got stuff with everything. I got my notes with the answers.
All right.
Best off-season move for the Atlantic Division. First of all, let's list the teams. The Atlantic Division consists of the punk-ass Boston Celtics. I hate this. I cannot believe the Celtics. Y'all let the Celtics win the championship, man. Like, whatever, man. The Boston Celtics, defending NBA champs, are in this division. Also, the Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, Toronto Raptors. That consists of the Atlantic Division. Who made the best off-season move to you, Courtney?
Okay. As far as an official move,
yeah,
it would have to be Philadelphia because they actually say what you want about Daryl Morey. When he goes for a star, he lands on more time than not. Joel Embiid, you can't say this motherfucker don't care because you don't went from Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, James Harden. You know, he draft Maxey. He got you Paul George. You can't say the man ain't trying to help you win. So, as far as an official move, I would say Philadelphia. An unofficial move is Jaylen Brown staying with the Boston Celtics. He didn't let the media get to him. He didn't let the I won the final MVP and the Larry Bird Award for the conference finals get to his head and say to himself, I need my own team and show y'all that I'm better than this man. I'm happy he's seen the bigger picture and spent this time swimming in water, working on his left hand and messing with WNBA chicks. So the unofficial move is Jaylen Brown not leaving. The official move, it will have to be Paul George going to Philadelphia.
Honestly, for me, the best move, off-season moves, were the moves that the Knicks made because I think the low-hanging fruit, I guess, would be the Philadelphia move. Actually, when we're gonna get into it, that's my least favorite move, and I'll get into it why when we get to that part of it. But for what the Knicks did for a fan base that's that energized already and just that ready to see something 10, like we just said, it's been a dub. It's like a whole, like, since you've been a Knicks fan as a grown-up, it's been about 20 years. You have had title aspirations twice this season, including
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a long time, bro. So, like, for just cheering for nothing. And that fan base is too starved and too hungry. So I think the Knicks making the moves that they did, number one, it's weird because we kind of talked about it. The number one thing that I think set the tone for that was Jalen Brunson turning down $100+ million to make everything work with his homies. That kind of set the tone for everything for, all right, we going all in on the championship. Nobody caring about money. Nobody caring about numbers. We're going to all get together. We all know what our role is going to be. Let's make history. And becomes like, because let's keep it real. New York Knicks winning the championship, whenever they win it, it's going to be one of the biggest championships, most talked about championships in NBA history. The team win it every year. All the championships.
Right.
This is up there. The Knicks winning the championship will be up there. So I think the Knicks throwing themselves unequivocally into the title hunt, like, there's no doubts about it. We going for it. I think that speaks volumes, and that's a major thing. Like I said, if they finally go ahead and get it done. So that's my number one move of the offseason. The Knicks, like, saying, fuck it, we here. We're going for it. You know what I'm saying? So
why do you say that? Because I think that's the worst move of the division.
That's crazy. We went opposite with it.
Yes.
With it. Yeah.
I want the player, but for 5 first-round picks, it makes it a well. This is it, bro.
Yeah.
This is it.
I mean, but realistically, with Jalen Brunson, what is he, 27?
Yeah, my only thing with it is, but we both know every year our superstar gets unhappy.
Yeah.
And we gave up 5 first-round picks for a nine superstar.
Not
right.
just looking at the picks, but this is the trade equity that you need.
Right. You use the pick. The player, I don't mind the player whatsoever. It's what we did to get him.
Yeah.
And we gave up enough picks to where Let's say something goes wrong with Milwaukee. Let's say something goes wrong in Phoenix. Let's say something go wrong. Let's say.
Jimmy Butler on a contract, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we could have used them 5 picks to get a top 20 guy.
Yeah.
And not the 49th best guy or 48th best guy or 53rd, depending on how you view Mikal Bridges. Yeah. So I think we made the worst move from an equity standpoint to get him. But I do want the basketball player. He's an upgrade as far as starting position. So for me, that would be the worst move.
The worst move for me, like I said, is the Philadelphia 76ers because, okay, it's kind of a gift and a curse. It was a great move as far as like acquiring, like not even just Paul George, but with Bledsoe, Eric Gordon, Caleb Martin. They made some really legitimate moves. The move specifically that I thought was the worst move was acquiring Paul George. Even though you're getting a player of that caliber, a legitimate two-way player, he has been on record with saying, basically, I don't want it, G. Like, I ain't built like that. Somebody else come take this. Joel Embiid is too fragile, too hit or miss when it comes to being counted upon for health. I don't trust the man to be healthy when it matters. I don't know why the hell they still trust him to be healthy when it matters. I mean, I kind of guess you got to, you know what I'm saying? But so with that being said, because depending on who you think is the two, like the number 2 guy, which we're gonna kind of get to that because that's one of my questions about.
As far as Philly,
yeah.
I think it's Maxey because the ball's in his hands.
Okay, so let's
for me, it's about him learning when to take over games, knowing when to give it up. Because I think he's a more explosive scorer than Paul George.
Yeah, I agree.
Paul George would be more of a mismatch because he plays the more important position. Yeah. So he has to know when to give it up, when to pick his spots, and then when to score it at the right time. So to me, it's going to be up to him to keep everybody happy, but know when it's his time. And he can't be scared to do that knowing he's a young player. So I'm hoping he don't go in there on some idle shit where like, but I'm an idol of you. I'm an idol of you,
bro. It's like, okay, Maxey, I agree with you. More explosive scorer. Probably like, or not from a pure talent standpoint. Paul George is one of the most talented players ever. So I probably would still give him a nod. But as far as like what you need on a basketball court right now going into this season, skill for skill, Tyrese Maxey is better than him. Like, okay, that's a legitimate.
For those who don't know, because the injuries happen, the situation never got to play out. Maxey in the position that Damian Lillard would have been in with Brandon Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge. Where you got the wing, you got the big, but you got to know when to, even though you're not quote unquote a pure point guard. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been that type of situation, which is a situation we never got to see play out. So I'm looking at Maxey like a young Damian Lillard.
But that's my thing, though. This is what I think when it comes down to the come down, because it's Paul George, because Paul George is somewhat of a mythical figure, like it or not, he is.
Right.
Like, there's literally a large group of kids that think he is the greatest player ever, the best player they've ever seen. It's a lot of people that feel like that. So I think that automatically thrusts Paul George into a leadership role in a spot where that he don't even really want. Be in a spot that it's gonna like this is probably the worst fan base as far as like
giving you grace.
Giving grace. Like this is not the fucking place for a player as fragile, mentally fragile as Paul George to spend time playing, chasing a championship. They're gonna eat him alive if he don't step up when he's supposed to step up.
Now this is where me and you disagree on that logic, as far as the overall picture of it.
Yeah.
The best goddamn player is still number 21. Like, let's not get this fucked up.
He is.
Paul George was brought there. Paul George was brought there because he not Tobias Harris. Cut and dry. He just better than Tobias Harris. That's basically what he was bought for. The bottom line is, number 21, it's on you, bro. Now, with that said, they signed Drummond. They signed that guy from France. What's my man that dunked on LeBron? Yeah, Bobaselli and all that. That tells me that I think Philly is going to try to load manage him.
Yeah, they're going to manage him.
The only problem I have with that is I've never seen a team win load managing their superstar.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Paul George is good enough to the point that they're going to think like you thinking. But which automatically makes him Now you got to perform at an optimal level way more than you probably thought you was going to have to because you playing with Joel Embiid. And Joel Embiid is often hurt when it matters. Paul George's injuries don't usually come in the playoffs. He say what you want about him. He usually doesn't perform in the playoffs. If Paul George getting in a situation where Joel Embiid get hurt in the first round and they playing Milwaukee or something, and Paul George got to carry them past Milwaukee, Philadelphia is fucked, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Can Philly even win a title load managing Embiid? Let's say they play Embiid 50 games. And I'm only saying this because Embiid done won the MVP already. Yeah, so I'm assuming MVP is out his mind.
50 games with that 3 is not enough to build cohesion to knock off the Boston Celtics.
So he has to play 65, 70 games.
Yeah. That's not enough games. Yeah.
Okay, but then Philly can't win the title.
So I mean,
because I don't think that's why. For those who don't know, we did a top 50 players list. Check it out. Last episode of last season. I don't know what number it is. Yeah. Episode 79, some shit like that. The reason why I got Embiid out of my top 10 is because I don't think he's going to qualify for All NBA, the MVP award, because I don't think he's going to play 65 games. I think Philly is trying to play him between 55 to 60 games, keep him in rhythm enough to where they feel like he can miss that many games and be okay with knowing he's not going to get no accolades for it and be ready for the championship run. I think that's what they're going to try to do. I have just never seen a team win a title pulling that off. Usually the team that wins the title is the team that got a top 5, top 10 player that played the whole season through. So they try to do something that's unprecedented. And I think that's part of the reason why they got Paul George, like you said, to take over certain nights and certain games when they play certain teams and let him take over and then try to get it done.
The problem is thinking like that is you always think best case scenario, which I don't understand why people always think best case scenario. That shit never happens. Somebody always get hurt. It's always at the worst time of the season. You know what I mean? It's always like that for these teams.
Right.
They're going to get put in a position where Paul George got to be. And that's why I said it doesn't matter to you who's number one. I mean, and who's the number 2 between Maxey and Paul George. Because if it's Paul George, when that happens, he's got to get elevated to number 1 because it's going to happen with Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't it for you, bro. That ain't what you out there. Philadelphia is not going to tolerate you in a playoff game going 4 for 19. It's just like
they're not going
to tolerate that, bro. They're not going to tolerate that, especially with the expectations that they got now. That you there. That's because you're not Tobias Harris. It's worse, bro. Like I think he's thinking that it's not going to be that much pressure on me because I'm playing with Joel.
I just got to be better than him, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be worse because you're not him. And when you play like him, it's a wrap for you, bro. Because you don't play like him some. Because Tobias Harris is not that bad. He's just not consistent.
Right. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Maxey, Paul George, Embiid. Game 5, 2-2 series, 6 minutes left in it. Who the other 2 Philadelphia 76ers on the floor with them?
You said Maxey, George, Embiid.
Who the other 2?
Caleb Martin and Kelly Oubre.
See, I got a feeling it's going to be Kyle Lowry and Kelly Oubre.
I can see that because Kyle Lowry, a vet, he going to know what to do in that situation.
See, that's my question with Philly. Who's the other 2 guys when it gets real? Because Paul George ain't trying to play no 4.
Nah, Caleb Martin will do that though. I think that Caleb Martin gonna end up starting at the 4 which he ain't.
So you think but Caleb Martin ain't big though.
But he's smaller than Paul George. He ain't. But Miami played him at the 4 a lot, and truth be told, he really was not that good at the 4. It was a really fucked up spot for us when he played the 4. But he showed that he could play it because he can guard small ball 4s type stuff and still be able to guard the wing. And they drunk that Kool-Aid. Word of the wise to y'all, they get these undrafted players that Miami turn gold. You not Spo, bro. Even though I love Nick Nurse, I think he's the 2nd best coach in the NBA behind Spo.
Right.
Shit ain't gonna work for you like it worked for Eric Spoelstra. Word, Gabe Vincent. Word, Max Strus is out there performing still in Cleveland, so I'm gonna give him his credit. But it just really don't work for you, man. Spo put players in different type of positions that, and like I said, I do trust Nick Nurse, but that's gonna be their first mistake right there. Try him out there at the 4 all year. You know what I mean? Because Paul, like you said, George ain't gonna want to do it, which he should.
Right.
It should be Paul George. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because
that closing lineup, that's why I think it's going to be the other two will be Caleb Martin and Kelly Oubre. But I could also see, I think it's going to be Caleb Martin regardless, just because of the experience he got in big game situations.
okay, then Oubre be the other guy.
We're gonna get that nod over Oubre, but if it's between Oubre and Lowry, that's why I think it'd be like I don't think it'd between Kelly. I mean, between Caleb and like Kyle Lowry. So
and Kyle Lowry, okay.
It'd be Oubre and Lowry. Yeah, for that reason alone, that Philly move is my least favorite move. I hate it from the standpoint of the fact that there is no way you're going to escape having to show that you built for the pressure in Philadelphia. It's going to happen. And I don't think he built for the pressure in Philadelphia. So,
okay.
All right, so next question is we're just going to go down the line with everything, with all the teams. Question, thought, concern, whatever you got. For
all right, yeah, we just did Philly, so who you got next on the board?
Hold on. Boston. My thing with Boston, defending champs, everybody came back. With all that happened with Jaylen Brown winning finals MVP, winning Eastern Conference Finals MVP, Jason Tatum pretty much getting embarrassed all summer, which I mean, he gonna try to brush it off, but that's what it was, especially for a player of his caliber coming off the season he just had being a champion. That was embarrassing for him. Will he try to make amends for all of that shit at the same time? My thing is it really cool between the Jays? Like y'all saying everything right, but it's so much stacked up against like them to make shit go like completely to the left. And I'm wondering if with all that shit come to a head this season, especially now everybody done won. They not gonna be as hungry as they. I don't care what you say, you just not. Once you go ahead and get over the hump, not as hungry no more. It's a whole different type of pursuit you chasing. Like, so my question with that, with them not having the same hunger, is everything gonna be the same? What you got with Boston? I guess you know what I'm saying. That's
okay. I'm picking back off you, but I'm looking at it from another angle. Joe Mazzulla, to me, is the most important key to this season.
Mm-hmm.
He got a lot of I don't give a fuck to him. And I think he got enough of that in him that he's gonna push the right buttons for this team to continue for the rest of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to part two of what I'm thinking. Jason Tatum, you done played all year plus Olympics. Jrue Holiday done played all year plus Olympics. Derek White done played all year plus Olympics. Do you quote unquote schedule 5 to 7 games where they rest here and there?
Forfeit some losses here and there. I thought I was crazy though. It matters, bro. That shit matters.
And I'm only asking this for this reason.
It matters.
They didn't beat the Knicks. They didn't beat Milwaukee, and they didn't beat Philly on their way to the title last year.
And they
played none of the big dogs in the conference on the way to the finals last year. Now that ain't they fault.
Wait, hold on. Don't leave out. They beat Miami without Jimmy and.
But I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about this season top team.
No.
As far as how people looking at it, they played none of the main three. Just quote unquote the team that they tier in the conference.
Yeah, that was a talk about their role being a little like.
Yeah, but I think that which means they didn't face no adversity last year.
Yeah.
So that might be some adversity they might face this year, knowing they got to play some of them top dogs. So I'm wondering about that, and how does Joe Mazzulla push the right buttons without offending mother? Because he got a lot of I don't give a fuck. He is a no excuse kind of guy. So that's gonna be a plus and a minus for them in some ways. So I'm wondering how he's gonna go about that. So
okay.
But picking back on what you're saying, the hunger of them is the main thing with them, because they got the number one team in the conference. I mean, that's just fuck the division here. They got number one in the conference, so it's up to them to fuck it up, basically.
I mean, they're still the best team in the NBA, I think.
Yeah,
easily they're the best.
But this the thing, I don't watch them lose in the conference finals enough times to know that they can't.
But like I said, this is my main thing. This is why I really hate that the Celtics won a championship, because nobody ever questioned what they had from a talent standpoint. Everything was all here with them.
Right.
You didn't trust them to be able to rise to the occasion right here when it mattered. Them getting over the hump kind of give them, like I said, they're not going to have the same hunger, but now they know they can do it. Now they done been there. Now Jason Tatum, when shit going left, can tap back and saying like, bro, I just won a championship with one of the worst playoff stretches I ever had. I'm gonna be fine.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Now that shit probably ain't gonna bother him as much. You know what I mean? Now Jaylen Brown gonna go into situations like, bro, I was literally just the best player in the Eastern Conference. Like, all for a complete dominant playoff run. They went 17 and was 16 and 3.
Yeah, 16-3, 16-4.
Something like that. Something like that. They got 3 games. No game went over past 5. They dominated. Like, you know what I mean? So they can tap into that with no problem. Like, and that's the thing. Like, now they know that they've been there. Now they know like that we can actually do this. So I don't even really think people got the mental advantage over Boston no more. I think as crazy as this sounds, we meaning anybody who cheers for a team that's not the Boston Celtics is gonna have to hope for injuries. Or like what we said, not that you really want somebody to get hurt, but if they playing healthy, nobody gonna be able to beat them, bro. Like they too good. They too good defensively. They too good on like switches with everything. Like it's like you literally.
Nah, I don't agree. I don't agree to that level.
I don't think
only because they beat none of the top dogs. I gotta see what it's like when you play them.
They didn't in the playoffs, but it's not like all season. Like literally, bro, they was the best team in the NBA by last.
They did what they were supposed to do.
Everybody was supposed to.
They dominated. They dominate who they supposed to dominate. I'm not even disputing. All I'm saying is with a new season and the top 3 teams. Remember, Philly, us, and Milwaukee all got better than last year. Mm-hmm. I just want to see what it looked like when you play 2 of the 3 on your way to the title. That's all. I just want to see what it's like.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my thing for Boston. Like, how really because when the adversity hit, I want to see how together the Jays will be. And we kind of like, the same thing. You talked about the hunger and everything. So we're gonna jump to Brooklyn. I'll let you start with Brooklyn.
It just Ben Simmons last season in the
NBA. Could be. And my comment got something to do with that, possibly because
I got a couple more, but I'm saying that's what I'm starting with. Okay, is this Ben Simmons last year in the NBA?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Do you think this is his last year in the NBA?
No.
So you think he gets another deal?
Yeah.
1 year minimum type joint?
It could be. It's all based upon if this Jimmy Butler shit is real.
Okay. Which leads to part 2. Do you start Ben Simmons just to not cause no shit in Brooklyn?
I think Ben Simmons is one of them people that you got to make everything as perfect for him as possible. Like, it's really sad that you got to babysit a grown up, but he one of them people that's just mentally not there. You got to babysit him every step. If you want to get
the best version of him, you got to do it.
You got to do it.
So you start.
Yeah.
So you start. Yeah. Okay. Cam Thomas. Percentage chance he finished top 5 in scoring in the league.
20. That's kind of high too.
Because he gonna have. I hope he had a season I thought Jordan Poole was gonna have last year. That's what I'm looking at for Cam Thomas.
He's more of a he's a little bit slightly more efficient than Jordan Poole, but
he put him up though.
Yeah.
He's gonna be top 5 field goal attempts.
So now, if you said field goal attempts, 100%.
Well, but I'm saying he averaged 23 last year.
Yeah.
So is it crazy to think he averaged 30? Knowing that this shit is his from day one?
That's a real wild leap, bro.
He the motherfucker to take it.
That's a real wild leap.
Because he don't give a fuck.
Somebody like if Cam Johnson healthy this year, I don't think
I'm getting to him. I'm talking about Cam Thomas.
That's what I'm saying.
Top 5
stuff. I think it's stuff that because truth be told, Brooklyn not as bad as they seem. Like, which I'm gonna get to mine once I get to you. Like, Brooklyn got a roster that possibly could make the playoffs if everyone. They could compete for sure for a play-in spot if everybody is best case scenario.
They got too many ifs for me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking best case scenario how most people think. Everybody healthy.
Yeah.
Everybody playing like, you know what I mean? You getting the best out of Ben Simmons or whatever that may be at this point. Brooklyn contending for a playoff spot, and I think it's just different. Like I don't know if Cam Thomas. I know he's gonna go for it. I don't know if he'll actually like be able to jump 7 points per game. I could see him getting to 25 though. I could see that.
Okay, which leads to the other part. Darian Sharp. How do you view him as a prospect?
Backup 4, 5. He's just backup big.
I'm only asking this because I'm assuming that the Nets gonna trade Cam Johnson, Bojan Bogdanovic, and Dennis Schroeder, and go all in for the white flag. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. That's what I wanted to know, because that's my thing. What are you doing? Because you are in position where you could tank for Cooper, or like I said, if this Jimmy Butler thing, which it is, his agent, because him and Ben Simmons is still close, and they got the same agent. If you think that you could possibly add Jimmy Butler to this team and make somewhat of a run in the East, you can't tank, because Jimmy wants his money, but Jimmy not about to play for a team that's like bottom 3, 4, 5 in the NBA neither. You got to still be able to maintain some type of playable assets to add with Jimmy. That's the thing.
Yeah, but ain't get the number 1 pick asset.
Yeah, but if they do what you saying, like you saying, trade them guys that you saying to go ahead and empty the cupboard, they're getting back pretty much draft equity, shit like that. You're not getting back players of substance. You know what I mean?
Right.
You trading away the players of substance to bring in with Jimmy. Because let's say they bring Jimmy in the free agency, and Jimmy is the 3, and it's Jimmy, Cam Thomas, Cam Johnson, Dennis Schroeder. We'll just keep him there.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
You can't, that's what I'm saying. You can't keep Schroeder. If Ben Simmons is starting, that's why I asked about the Ben Simmons question. So because Nick Claxton is at the 5.
Yeah. I'm just trying to.
That's why I asked about Sharp, because if you trade Johnson, then that means you got to have some faith in Sharp. Because Nick Claxton can't do nothing past 5 feet.
Yeah. Because I think at worst, at best, Daron Sharp is a backup power forward.
So you don't think he got ability to start it off?
No, I think at best.
Okay. Like I said, I'm only asking that because of the Cam Johnson situation. Because I think Cam gonna have value around the league. A 6'8", 6'9" guy that can shoot the basketball is still surviving.
But that's what I'm saying. So what do you do, bro? Like, because if you tank for Cooper, you hurt.
They don't got to tank. They're gonna have one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference. They don't got to tank. Just play your roster.
But like I say, I don't think.
Yeah, they don't have to tank. Just play your roster.
Who says just play the roster?
No, but to me, no, honestly, I just think the question is,
where they could
the only reason I'm asking this is because if you want Sharp to show something, you can't start Cam Johnson. But if you want Cam Johnson to have trade value, then you got to start Cam and then put Sharp, like you said, at the backup 4.
I think
you just gave Claxton $100 million.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Same thing with Dennis Schroeder and Ben Simmons. Do you keep Ben Simmons happy in case Jimmy Butler want to see what he look like?
That's what I'm saying.
Or do you not deal with Ben Simmons and his shit and start Dennis Schroeder and tell Ben Simmons go ahead on? Because the only starter I think is penciled in is Cam Thomas.
I think
Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton. I'm sorry,
yeah.
So the rest of it, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with it. Because they don't even got a good rookie. They don't even got a rookie on the team. Worth fuck. They didn't even draft nobody.
No, because they had to get rid of all their picks.
Right. So what is this? Like, how do you build with this shit?
That's what I'm saying, man. And honestly, I think that they should just be like F it, Cooper. But it really be really interesting to see. But because you think they're gonna be worse than what I think. I don't think they're gonna be that bad if everybody plays.
No, they're gonna be terrible.
I don't think they're gonna be that bad. Like I said, I don't think they I'm not shooing them in, but I think coming down to the last 2 months of the season, they could be in the 10th spot. That's what I think. I think they could be competing for a play-in spot.
Yeah, 2 teams got to make the play-in at the bottom of the East. So 2 teams will accidentally get 9 and 10. So I get where you're going with it. Yeah. I just don't think they're good enough to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I think I don't know, man. If Cam play high, Cam Thomas plays how you expecting, and Cam Johnson play high, I think, because I'm really high on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just injuries and stuff. We derailed him last year a lot, but if he play high, if the 2 Cams play how we think, they're gonna be pretty good, bro. Because Nick Claxton is good as hell. On both ends of the floor. Dennis Schroeder is not a slouch. You know what I mean? He's not upper echelon, but he can get the job done.
Right.
Man, so they gonna be pretty good, bro. If the two Cams come to play, like I think, you know what I mean. But I think it's just all depends on.
They passed 25 wins. It's a miracle to me.
Yeah. Who we at? Okay, the Knicks. Going on with this thing? This thing ain't crazy. The New York Knicks. My main thing with them is all the pieces are there. Literally, it's just will Julius Randle fall in line? Because I think if Julius Randle falls in line, I ain't even gonna give you the satisfaction of saying I'm picking the Knicks to win the title. But but honestly, bro, I'm really close to making the Knicks my favorite to win the NBA championship. And I'm not all the way there yet because I don't know what Julius Randle gonna be.
See, to me, everybody talking about the wrong player. I think the player that got to fall in line is Mikal Bridges.
I mean, I think Mikal Bridges is already falling in line. I think he is what he is.
It sounds good. See, this is what everybody felt in real life. He went from a defensive 3-and-D guy to finally getting the ball as much as he wants. And now he coming to the team with his homies. Do he think he the second best player on the team as far as getting the most touches, second most touches?
No.
To me? See, I don't know that.
No, I don't think
because
but Randall do.
No, no, you saying Randall not changing teams. Bridges is. Bridges is going. Remember, Bridges is going from the Bronson role to now we asking him to go to the fourth role. Yeah. Is he cool with that, or he know he got his Nova boys to back him up if he acts him straight? Because you ain't made all defense, bro, in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? We asking you to play a role that you ain't played in 3 years. While not getting the touches you expect to get on the other end. Is you cool with that? And on top of that, we asking you to take less money because your homeboy did. To me, Bridges is the key to this shit to me. Randall play Randall the way you've been playing.
But this the thing though. Randall was
nobody on the team is better than Randall.
But
that's what Randall does.
Randall was Jalen Brunson before Jalen Brunson.
Randall was average. Randall made the All-Star team and shit with Brunson there.
Yeah,
I'm fine with them too. Bro, the hardest thing is to get is 3 through 8. 1 or 2 is established.
Yeah, but my thing is,
I think everybody worried about the wrong guy.
I think I'm with you on the pecking order, but 2 is good enough.
Bridges though.
I think Bridges know he a role player. I think that's what he came.
I don't know that. You got traded, bro. You got traded for 5 first-round picks. I don't know where your head at, and you going with your brothers. I don't know.
I think
I don't know.
A role player. I think
I don't know.
Who don't know. I might could be one, bro. I think y'all must have forgot. It's Julius Randle.
No. I don't think Randle tripping. It's Bridges, bro. Remember this. Remember this. And I'm saying this as the Knicks fan. I'm saying this as the Knicks fan. People love Bridges more than Randall, and Bridges ain't played for us yet.
This is what I'm saying.
So
and
to
Julius Randle, so you know that Julius Randle, all of that plays into the fact that Julius Randle know he got the win over people. But Julius, like I said, Julius Randle was the main guy there before like Jalen Brunson even came. You know what I'm saying? And
that's why I'm not worried about Randle. Randle put the hat on, but nobody else wanted the hat.
This is what I'm saying. And now everybody is just like praising Jalen Brunson, and it's Jalen Brunson this. Thank God we got Jalen Brunson. And Randle, no way, the way basketball egos work, Randle ain't, man. Like,
right. He put it away, of course.
Hold up, man. Calm down. Y'all ain't remember what I did? I had us in the playoffs.
Yeah, we did.
I created the foundation. Y'all don't remember that?
And like, he did it with Alfred Payton. He did it with Alfred Payton. Bruh, Reggie Bullock.
No way.
Goddamn, it's some of the worst shit possible. Yeah.
No way that he ain't got in his mind. I'm about to show these motherfuckers. Like, I'm getting ready to show y'all what I like. Y'all forgot that little injury and me sitting there. What he missed, like 40 games?
Yeah, but the playoffs and then the last. And that's the only time he missed games for us.
Out of sight, out of mind. And Jalen Brunson elevated his play to where the niggas really got to talk like, man, trade Randle. We don't need Randle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Randle getting ready to act the fool, bro. And if he don't, and he fall in line and just be like, all right, cool, you got it. I'm gonna just get in where I fit, and the Knicks gonna win the title. They're gonna win the championship. I don't think Julius Randle gonna do that though. Just because the way
I think that's the wrong guy. I think it's the wrong guy. I think it's Bricks. I think it's Bricks. I do. I think it's Bricks.
I see where you're going.
I think it's Bricks. I think Bridges is the guy.
Who is the Knicks? What you got for the Knicks? Because that's my question for them.
Dante, Josh Hart, y'all was part of the glory. If Randall's back and he playing his normal 34, 36 minutes, and Bridges playing his 34, 36 minutes, are y'all cool with 15 to 20 minutes a night, knowing y'all was part of the quote-unquote the run? It's one thing to be a bench player and never be that, because you got to taste of that starter life, and then you got to go back to the bench. So I'm looking at Dante. I'm looking at Josh Hart. Are y'all going to be the cheerleaders necessary? Are y'all going to be the guy who grabs the Gatorade necessary? Are y'all going – because the chemistry to me, because they part of the Villanova brothers shit. Neither one of y'all two are better than OG and Randall. So when the game closes, I don't want 4 Villanova players on the court. I just want 2 of you motherfuckers. Maybe Hart, if it ain't a center that's going to fuck up the situation. So I'm looking at them 2 guys because, like you said, with basketball egos and the Villanova brotherhood, it's one thing being with your brothers, it's another thing playing with your brothers. Y'all shouldn't be playing with your brothers that often. And I wonder how that's going to play out.
I think Dante's going to be fine and Josh going to be fine. Josh is one of them, like,
I don't know. Josh
never became a celebrity. This is what got Dante to the league. Dominating
but Dante also finished second in this. But Dante also finished second in the league in threes made last year.
Yeah, but he's been in this role his whole entire career though. So like,
he's been a starter his whole career too.
Yeah,
he started in Golden State. He started in Milwaukee. Remember, he won a title in Milwaukee as a starter. So like, he don't know nothing else, bro. He don't know nothing else
in the league. He don't. You're right.
He don't know nothing else
off the bench, but in the league he have been starting. Consistent.
Yeah, he's been starting
in winning situations.
Yeah, so I wonder how he gonna react to that.
But you don't think Jalen, like, especially with the Nova guys, you don't think they talked about this shit, bro? You don't think that they discussed the fact that y'all do know that we all ain't gonna be able. This ain't like middle school. We ain't all gonna be able to play like at the same time. Like,
it sounds beautiful, man. Until the signs say Nova Knicks. Until the reporter coming to you after every game. Hey, yo, Dante, last year against this team, you scored 32 points with 6 3-pointers, and tonight you only got 12 minutes. How do you feel? Oh, Dante, you shot 0 for 3 tonight, and last year you was able to shoot out your slumps because you was guaranteed 35 minutes a night. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how they're going to take that shit.
Yeah.
Well, Josh Hart grabbed 6 rebounds in 3 minutes, and it's 4 minutes left in the game, and Randall's sitting over there, and the camera keep going to Randall saying, hey, is Randall coming back in to close? And Tibbs kind of know, man, I might have to hit this shit tonight. Hey, Randall, get up. What if we don't win that game? Because Hart Energy done sat down and they go to the camera and say, Hart, you had some game-changing players at the start of the 4th quarter. Why you think you didn't finish the night? Is he going to take that shit? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We got the Nova guys, they got to make this shit work, man. They got to make it work. Because the guys who make more money than you is OG and Randall. Yeah. And none of y'all play proxy position. So
I mean, that's gonna
be Bridges and Dante.
Y'all gonna be fine on that though.
Bridges and Dante, y'all play the same position. So Bridges, did you come on saying, yo, you backing me up, or did you come on saying Randall gonna get gone, we're gonna put OG at the 4? I just wonder how that shit went. I just wonder. It's a cute story until you gotta back up your homie. Shit. So I gotta see how it go. And I know Tibbs, if we don't finish top 3 and we don't make the conference final, bro, you might get fired.
They ain't gonna fire Tibbs.
Listen, bro, we gave up 5 first-round picks. We gave up 5 first-round picks.
Got real jobs.
Superstar took a discount. We ain't got no other way to change the team, Ma. If this shit don't work, what else they gonna blame other than coach?
I don't know. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, if this shit don't work, what else they gonna blame other than coach?
I guess it
And
really
like you said,
depends on the
it's on the
dynamic.
second time, bro. We think we can win the title.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the fuck James Jordan gonna act. This shit don't go right. So Tibbs, you better be on it, bro. Anything less than the goddamn conference finals, your ass is out of there. Your ass out.
For who, man? Who would you like to see come in? Because you try to fire Tibbs.
Listen, I'm not saying I got a replacement in mind. I just know how this works when expectations come.
Nah,
when expectations come, shit get real, man. Bro, your team is the only team in the Eastern Conference. They done kept their coach this last decade. Everybody else, something going down, bro. And some done it 4 or 5 times in the last decade. Only the Heat can say, I got the same motherfucker the last 10 years. That's it.
That's coaching the league. He ain't going nowhere.
Right.
That's ultimate job security.
Bro.
But I think Tibbs is right behind Spo. I think Tibbs, honestly, bro, Tibbs, Popovich, and Tibbs, Spo, Popovich, and Tibbs might be the 3. Mike Malone, I'm gonna add him into that. I think their job security is good. I don't think none of them got to worry about a damn thing.
Yeah, but guess what? 3 of them 4 got, the one don't got
Titles.
All right, then. That's how this works, man.
Yeah.
That's how this works. That's how this works. Yeah. I ain't say it was foul. Shit. I'm just saying how it works. Yeah. Good thing.
All right, man. So let's go to the next team. I talked about Philly. I'll let you get in because I talked about that pretty much.
No, we good on Philly. Yeah, we Philly. We cover Philly. We good on them.
Okay. Toronto, last team in the division. I started with the Knicks. I'll let you start with Toronto.
How could I say this? How good do you look at the core as a young core of Barnes, Quickly, and Barrett?
That's kind of in line with my question too. I see where you're going with it.
Like, how do you look at them? Like, are they like a competitive playoff team?
I think they are a play-in team, potentially.
Is that worth a fuck?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Is it? And
just give me their Orlando field. Remember when Orlando had Oladipo, Aaron Gordon, Vucevic, and them guys that got that kind of feel to it. But like, you got talent, but none of y'all is like that though.
That's what. And
but none of y'all got it.
Like, how much do you? I know Scotty Barnes is good. He good. He ain't going nowhere. But how much you love RJ, bro? Maple Mamba finally got him back there. He's gonna get a full season back home.
He can play.
Do you love him enough to punt on him or not to punt on him for Cooper Flag, knowing that they play the same position pretty much?
I wouldn't tank because Houston had 500 record, got the 3rd pick, and Atlanta made the play in and got the 1st pick. So just play the games.
Yeah. But
I'm saying if you a team building them, how do you look like out of the best young cores in the league? Is they top 7?
The young cores in the league?
Yeah, like we know they behind Orlando. We know they behind OKC. We know they behind Memphis. I'm just thinking of like young cores in the league.
Would I take them over Utah's young core?
I probably would do over Utah. Is they young core over Charlotte?
Yeah.
You would take them over Melo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Mark Williams?
This is the thing. I would take them over that. I would take them over Utah's core, but I think the Utah potentially got the best player out of that whole group. When Keontae George, I think Keontae George could be the best player. Or not. I'm talking like the younger guys. Right.
You got good marketing in that, right?
Yeah. And I think that Brandon Miller could be the best player out of that entire group. But I would take their core over Charlotte's core as a whole.
As a whole.
Yeah. So I just, you know what I mean?
Because I don't know how to look at their core. I don't know how to look at it. I don't know what to make of it. Like I don't. Also,
I know they love Scotty Barnes, but how good is Scotty Barnes for real?
I think Barnes could be a top 20 player in the league.
Also, that's my main question about them.
Now,
can Scotty Barnes be all NBA caliber this season? Like, can he show that? Because I think
I know he got
that type of light potential. Like,
but he right there.
People look at him like that, like he an all NBA type guy. Like, so would this be the year that he kind of hit that? Do you think he hits that? He makes all NBA over under 3 all NBA appearances his career. First,
career,
and first, third, or second don't even matter. Think he get 3 of them?
The funny thing about him is, if you look at him and Pablo Banchero, right now, as of today, he better than Banchero at everything except score. So the question becomes,
I'm trying to see where you.
So the question becomes,
better than Pablo Banchero.
Can he be a bucket getter to make this a real thing? But if you look now, when I say what I said, I'm expecting Banchero to make this jump, which is why I got him top 20 players in the league coming into this season. But as of today, without the jump actually happening already, Scotty Barnes is better than him at everything.
Yeah, but like if you getting
scoring the ball,
scoring is a mentality, it's a feel. Like that's one of them you can't really teach people.
But Barnes is 20 a night without being a scorer.
Yeah,
that's what makes him tricky to me. See, he not Aaron Gordon bad in Orlando as a scorer and as a facilitator guy. But I don't know if he's talented enough to make the leap of like, you can run shit through me either.
I don't think he's going to ever be that.
I don't know.
I don't think.
I don't know. Because other than Banchero, excuse me, what young power forward fucking with him for the next 4 or 5 years? Because I got him over Evan Mobley, personally. Now, if you got Evan Mobley over him, then I guess that changes shit.
Over the next 5 years, I would take Evan Mobley. Right
now, I'm taking Scotty Barnes.
I see where you at. I ain't gave up on the Evan Mobley stock yet.
I'm Scotty Barnes. See, that's what I'm saying. I like Scotty Barnes' chances of being a bucket getter before Evan Mobley. Because they got the same issue to me. But except Scotty Barnes to me can pass the ball better. And so that be a better playmaker. So that to me gives them the edge to me.
Yeah, but I think potentially, especially when you're talking about scoring, I think Evan Mobley already Scotty Barnes percentage-wise, I don't even know. I haven't looked at the numbers, but aesthetically, Evan Mobley's jumper looks better. I think that he would potentially, especially further down the line.
The computer right in front of you. Who done made more?
Yeah, let me figure it out. Hold on.
Yeah, just put Scotty Barnes in a basketball reference. We'll make this real quick. Yeah. I don't know how to look at. I don't know how to look at it.
Because I don't know. I'm with you on that. Like as far as like how you look at that young core, which is why I was like kind of like, what do you do?
Because RJ Barrett is like 22.
Brooklyn. I think they're similar to Brooklyn. I think they could compete for a playing spot if everybody there.
Right. Because RJ Barrett, is he any different than Brandon Ingram? Because he's 22, he's 25 and 4.
I want to say I think Brandon Ingram scored a little bit better, like more of a pure scorer than RJ Barrett.
Right. But the rest of the game is right there.
Yeah, I see where you at with it. Yeah.
I'm saying. Emmanuel quickly. He gonna average 21 and 7 just because the ball in his hands, right? He gonna be the new D'Angelo Russell, right? At point guard, where he gonna be like the 13th, 14th best point guard, but he gonna have some nights where he bust your ass.
Score that bitch. Yeah, I'll keep you score that bitch. He can score that bitch.
Yeah, so, and he got it, and he think he's the best point guard every night. So he's gonna be what, 21, 7, and 5, maybe?
I can see that. I don't think he'll beat 21 though. I think he'll be about 19. But I can see
he can't average. Get Kobe White just average 20 last year.
I don't know what the fuck Kobe White. Hold on, I'm looking at the
Yeah, why can't he be Kobe White?
Scotty Barnes is a better 3-point shooter than Evan Mobley, bro. Percentage.
How many he made last year?
Percentage. Hold on, I'm getting ready to find the totals. Percentage wise, Scotty Barnes shot 31. Evan Mobley shot 26. Hold on, let me get to the totals. Yeah, man. Damn. I might got to change that shit. I might gotta go. Evan Mobley only attempted 22. 5 for 22. Scotty Barnes 4 for 18. Wait.
I mean Scotty Barnes hit.
Okay, hold on. Dang, total. 33%. Hold on. Oh yeah. That was the per game. That was the per game shit. My fault. I was looking at it. Yeah, 5 for Mobley, 4 for Barnes, which is crazy. One took 22.
No, how many did they make? How many totals did they make for the season?
One took 22, one took 18. Hold on.
There ain't no way in hell that's right.
That's why I say it don't seem right, but
no. Go ask basketball reference. You on ESPN.
No, I'm on basketball. Oh no, they go to the totals. I was looking at
the go to totals.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing. My fault. 320. I mean 222 for Scotty Barnes. He attempted 713. Evan Mobley attempted 67. Attempted 253 and made 67.
It made 67.
Yeah.
So Mobley made 67 threes last year.
Yeah, Barnes made over 200.
I know it, Barnes.
I'm looking at the totals, bro.
That's for their career?
That's the playoff shit. All right. Drugs kill, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, I'm about to say that didn't seem right because ain't no way.
Hell no.
Hell
no.
Hell, Scotty Barnes.
Hell no. But I seen the game where Barnes hit like 8 threes in the game.
That was the first one was per 36 minutes.
Right.
I was looking at.
Yeah.
That's why I was throwing
go to the totals per season, nigga. Shit.
Just the advance.
Scroll your ass down a little bit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You've been doing it too long not to be computer savvy, man. Shit, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'll find it. But my main thing with Toronto, what you want as far as like your core and playing with your core or potentially adding Cooper Flag, which would be
just play him.
The main guy. Because once you add Cooper Flag, everything changed. He gonna be the man.
I don't know if it does. Because he plays Scotty Barnes' position. I don't know if it does. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. How do you view their core? I don't know. Barnes might not even be the right pick for them. It might make more sense to take Ace Bailey because Ace Bailey got more of a perimeter jumper than he does. With the core that we talking about. Because Ace Bailey is more likely to hit 153s in the season before Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
Barnes to fit with that core. Yeah. That's why to me that question is just how does that core look to somebody going forward? You know what I'm saying? No.
All right.
But that's my only question for them. Other than that, I really don't got shit up. Because I think Kelly Olynyk is gonna do what he do. Jacob Poeltl gonna do what he do. Like you said, if they Keller to make the play-in game, they possibly could do it. Because somebody gonna make the play-in with 36 wins in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Somebody will get 10 spots with 36, 35 wins. I mean, that you can just write that down. It's just a matter of who. And they can do that. They can win 35 games. So, because Barrett don't miss games, Quickly don't miss games, and Barnes don't miss games. So, they big, stay healthy. Chris Bossier, good players, good off the bench. I mean, hell, they could do the same thing. So, they got Davion Mitchell now from Sacramento. You know what I mean? So if they care to do it, they could be the 10th seed if they care to do it. So.
All right. So as far as the Atlantic Division, what's the rookie you looking forward to the most?
Bro, crazy thing is, ain't really no rookies in that division. I don't think your boy Jacoby Walter gonna play for Toronto because I think Grady Dick gonna get them minutes. I will say this: the only thing I'm looking forward to is Jared McCain. I don't think he'll get no burn because of Kyle Lowry and shit.
I think Walter gonna play more than McCain, but I'm looking more forward to Jared McCain.
If I want to see the game where McCain hit 6-7-3 with his nails painted and all the flaming ass shit that come on X. Because you got your ass cooked by a nigga with his nails done better than your bitch. That's what I want to see. So I'm gonna say Jared McCain just because I know the day he cooks somebody and his petty look away, they gonna talk shit. And he gonna have a TikTok dance for your ass after he does. So now I'm gonna say Jared McCain. Jared McCain, just because of you
already know Jared McCain was gonna be mine. That's my boy. That was my play on the Duke team last year. I wanted Miami to draft Jared McCain, but I am happy we drafted Kel'el Ware. But it's gonna be interesting to see if Jerry McCain, because like I said, I think Jacoby Walter actually gonna play more than McCain is.
Gonna play more than him.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. And the white kid from Boston, I don't know if he'll get in, but he could shoot the hell out of the kid that went to Creighton.
Baylor Shireman.
Yeah, I think he might, because your boy Joe Mazzulla don't give a fuck some nights. He might play an all white lineup. Peyton Pritchard, him, Sam Hauser. What's the other kid? What's the other white kid on the squad? Luke Cornett.
Luke Cornett.
Right. He shut your asshole. He might get the people what they want. So Baylor, your boy Baylor might come out there and hit 3-4 threes in an all-white lineup situation.
When you say the people, you mean the racist white people in Boston?
I mean, just in general. Bro, when the last time we seen 5 white players on the court in basketball in the NBA?
In the NBA?
When the last time we seen?
Shit.
I'm just saying. Right. So that'll be comedy in itself. I don't know. And all of them American.
Yeah.
That's a miracle. I'm just saying. That's a miracle. Shit. That's a miracle. I think he might give us what we want. I'm just saying.
Make history, man.
Bro, it will be history for me.
Affirmative action squad on the floor.
Bro, the closest I seen was probably Utah with Ostertag, Adam Keefe, Hornacek, and Stockton. That might have been the closest I seen.
Yeah, that was like what, 25 years ago? It's a long time ago.
Yeah. That might be the only time I think it's been that close. With 4 white Americans on the floor, let alone 5. So, but Jerry McCain, though, just because I know the drama of it afterwards and the dance to come with it.
Real quick, going back to it, Evan Mobley made 22 threes out of 59. 23. And Scotty Barnes made 101 threes out of 296.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Barnes ahead of the curve, man. Yeah. Quiet as kept. Remember, I liked him the most on that squad with him and Cade Cunningham and shit. When they was high school, when they came down for the tournament. So
I remember watching when we seen Scotty Barnes play when they was playing for University. Is it University School? Is that how you say? I don't know. When he was there with Vernon Carey, and Vernon Carey was the feature guy.
Right. Yeah, because he came the year before that with Vernon Carey. Right.
This was when Scotty Barnes was a sophomore that year, right?
And then the junior next year.
He was like, yeah, man. He was one of my more memorable standout players, like in my lifetime watching the glass. He was one of the guys I was like, yeah, he's gonna be a pro. He's gonna be a pro one day. And here we are now. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get to the superlatives of the division, man. Y'all player that you most likely think will win MVP.
I don't think Embiid will play enough games. Bronson would have to finish first in the NBA, not just the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
And I think that's more likely to happen than Jason Tatum getting his respect, because I just watched Boston win the damn conference by 18 games. So Jalen Brunson got the best chance to win MVP.
Jalen Brunson is my pick. We agree. He's my pick for MVP, like flat out. That's
so you actually picking him to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit. Oh, man. Damn.
He's my pick for MVP.
Whoo. Damn. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
storyline there, but I don't see it. But the storyline there.
Storyline is definitely there.
It is there.
And if it's getting anywhere close, them writers, they love the
The storyline there. He took less money. Less money, put New York on his back. Yep. He did what Carmelo Anthony couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks ain't finished first in the NBA since 1970, such and such and shit. The storyline is there. If you get the best record in the NBA, it's there. I think Brunson got the best chance, but I don't think he can win it. But I see where you're going with it.
Depoy, who do you think has the best
chance to win that in the conference? God, I hate sounding like a homer, but I'm gonna say OG out and open.
That's really weird because I was about to say I got another Nick. I think OG too. I think OG got the best chance to win.
I don't think he will, but OG got the best chance.
OG get the respect defensively, like off the rip, as one of the better defenders in the NBA.
Right.
So if everything line up, Knicks got the best record in the conference and all that shit. Like,
right.
I mean, he gonna already get.
But with that said, Paul George should be looking to make all defensive team. Just for the record,
I agree with that.
He should be looking to do that.
All right. So your rookie of the year, best chance for the
nobody.
Rookie. It's not many rookies, at which I don't think nobody could win it. But out of the rookies that could have, like, I actually think Jacoby Walter gonna actually see minutes.
Oh yeah. I
think Jacoby Walker for Toronto.
I'm gonna say to you what people say to a child that they think is ugly but can't say it. Bless his heart. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think none of the other rookies are even get nowhere. I think he the only rookie in the conference. I mean, in the division that could possibly get double figure minutes.
Right. Yeah, I don't see it. But I based on what the question is, I see why he said it. But zero.
All right. Best candidate for 6 man of the year in the Atlantic Division.
It should be Caleb Martin or Kelly Oubre, because I would start Kyle Lowry if I was coaching Philly. Because I think they need a guy in the starting lineup that will just move the damn ball and ain't worried about himself. So if you tell me that Oubre or Martin don't start and Kyle Lowry does, then whichever one of them that don't start. Now, without me putting that into play, I would have to have another Knicks moment. God, I hate doing this shit. It would have to be Josh Hart of the Knicks, because he got the ability to close some game, come in and get some double-doubles in fucking 20 minutes, hype the fucking crowd up, dive on the goddamn floor, put his headband up, do the best interviews after the game, and he's media savvy and got his podcast and all that. So I would have to say Josh Hart. I
think,
but it should be one of the Philly guys.
I really kind of hate that, and I didn't even really realize I was going this direction because I never really sat down and thought about it like this. But honestly, this could be 2001, bro, all over again for the Knicks. I think it's White Dante DiVincenzo. I think that this is one of the and for those of y'all who are too young to understand what happened in 2001. The Sixers in that year had the MVP, 6 man of the year, defensive player of the year,
and coach of the year,
all in the same season. They had everything. I think that the Knicks could 2001 this shit with Jalen Brunson's MVP, 6 man of the year with White Dante, coach of the year with Tibbs, defensive player of the year with OG Anunoby. I think that's the type of the year I'm expecting the New York Knicks to have.
And it's not crazy. I don't see it, but it's not crazy.
I really hope I'm jinxing this because I don't even really want the satisfaction of having you have all this shit happen.
Right.
But yeah, man, I think Dante DiVincenzo could not only once I take a deeper dive into it, I could possibly pick somebody else, but he high on the list for 6 man of the year.
This is what I'll say about Dante, though. I think he plays better as a rhythm player than he does as a microwave player. I think he played better last year knowing he was going to get 32 to 35 minutes a night than he will in a 15 to 20-minute microwave role. So I'm interested to seeing him in the role switch myself. But I'm not mad at the pick because based on how he looked last year, I understand why he's saying it. But I think he plays better knowing that he's got a chance to put him up. Compared to if I miss these 3, I might get benched now because we got better players on the team that could possibly sit me down. So that's the only thing I would say about his candidacy as far as him being the pick. That's why I was leaning more toward Josh Hart, because Josh Hart is a hustle player. He's going to get minutes whether he's scoring or not. And that's the tricky thing about 6 man. Most of the time, it's the guy who scores to get the award. Hart, I'm picking because he don't score, and everything else he does will be, magnified if we're winning to that degree.
Let me
but
ask
all
you
this is predicated on the Knicks having the best record in the Eastern Conference and NBA.
Let me ask you this: if this do play out like 2021, just like
Philly had the best record,
but they get to the finals and lose in 5, was that enough? Right.
Is that a what?
Is that enough for you if that happened?
No, it's tied on the bus.
Okay,
straight up. I'm not. This ain't participation award. This ain't ball victories and none of that. I don't watch my team lose the NBA finals.
At least
I watch my team lose the game 7 in the NBA finals. Listen, man, I'm not. No, I need a ring, man.
Game 7 got to suck to lose in the finals.
Yeah, I watched the lose the game. I watched the game the other day. And Patrick Ewing was so bitch. But whatever. I don't even want to get on him. But yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never had that. 6, 5, I seen that. But 7, yeah, whatever. All right, so top 5 players in the conference. I think that it might not be because I think Paul George and Tyrese Maxey could be flip flop. Who you got? I'm gonna give you my top 5. Tatum Embiid, of course, and this is in particular order. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
I rank them. Tatum Embiid, Brunson, Jaylen Brown, Paul George over Tyrese Maxey. I really kind of went back and forth with that too. How I think it's going to
You
play.
got both Boston players, Embiid, and then Brunson. For the last spot between Maxey and Paul. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got Paul, I got Maxey. Okay.
So we got the same 4, but Paul and Maxey.
That's Maxey, right.
That's what I figured it would be like that. I figured
right. Right.
Yeah, so
right. And then shout out to Scotty Barnes. I think Scotty Barnes is on Paul George's ass. Or whatever.
Yeah. I can see. See. So all right. Your predicted order. How you think the division go finish?
Porzingis is supposed to miss the start of the season. They covered off the energy thing. I know the Knicks is gonna play hard to win every game. I'm gonna go Knicks first, Boston second, Philly third, Toronto fourth, Nets last.
All right. Literally what I got. Same exact order. I do think that it's really kind of all depends on how healthy Boston is all season. I think if Boston, which I don't think they will be, I think that Tatum having that long summer, short off season, a player factor, and it might not even be nothing like a major injury, but it might just be like, man, hamstring keep getting tight, like shit like that. Like that's the type of stuff that happens. Like you know what I mean when you play that much basketball without rest. So, but if that don't happen, which I'm counting on that happen. So I think with that, and then like you said, the Knicks, the energy that the Knicks gonna be playing with, and you know, with the season, I think that's gonna prepare them to be first. So, same order: New York, Boston, Philly, Toronto, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So, now we talked about this earlier. We kind of hinted on it. Who the title contenders are, because that's the last part of what we was gonna discuss, but. I know we both know who the title contenders are. Who do you think has the absolute best chance to win the championship between the Knicks, the Celtics, the 76ers?
In order, Celtics, Knicks, then Philly. In order. In order. But I do think Philly got the best player of the 3 if he came right. But he just done nothing to give me the faith to say that for him.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, so
I think and I'm gonna give Jason Tatum the benefit of the doubt. I think that I'm gonna give him the nod over Embiid if everything is going right, especially because I know that in the playoffs I can count on Jason Tatum to be there.
We'll see him do it.
Yeah,
right. And plus he dropped 50 in Philly in the game 7. So,
so I would give him that. But I mean, I see why you.
Yeah, I understand it. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, but them 3 are probably the best 3 teams in the East, and it's clearly title of bust. Nothing else. Anything other than that for them 3 teams is a failed season. Bottom line.
Let me ask you this: whose world does it blow up more if they don't win the title? Because all 3 of them can't win the championship.
Okay, this is the thing about Philly. They got to look at Embiid and say, "We only got 2 years with you, bro." That's how I would look at it. I'm not giving Embiid another contract if I'm Philly. If I'm Philly. So I'm looking at him and look, bro, we got 24 months. We don't win in the next 2 years, Maxey. Congratulations, your team. Get ready to be the Philadelphia version of Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
Until we can find a way to get you another squad around you, son. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
So that's why, to me, they got the biggest issue. Because the thing about New York is that OG is locked up for 4 years. Brunson got 5 years. We're going to sign Bridges. So worst case scenario, if we don't win it, we at least know this squad will come back and get another crack or 2 at it. Philly, I just don't think you can think that way with Joel Embiid. So if they lose it, it would be the worst situation for them.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't fire Nick Nurse because you got a championship coach. I mean, you keep getting the man wings. I mean, what else you want to do for this man Embiid? At some point, bro, it just falls on you.
Yeah,
the process, it might just have to end with your ass. You know what I'm saying? It just might have to be with your ass. Trust the process might be over with your ass because you keep lying. Shit. So, I mean, that's just what it is.
I think, yeah, for sure, Philly is in the most, like, it's championship or bust for all of them, but it's really championship or bust. Or bust this shit all the way up for Philly.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's nothing else they can do.
Yeah.
You went and got one of the best international players. You went and got the best backup big, one of the best 3-4 backup bigs in Drummond. Love him or hate him. You got a top 6-7 point guard. You got a top 6-7 wing, like Kelly Oubre for the 9-star wings. He's good as you go get. A 20-point per game guy that can guard multiple positions. Eric Gordon is good as you can get as a 4th guard off the bench. Kyle Lowry is a championship 3rd guard. Like, what else do this motherfucker need, man?
Yeah.
Caleb Martin, say what you want about it, but he don't play it in the finals. He don't play it in big games. He done been in these moments. Like,
I can't believe that motherfucker.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else Philly could want on the roster. I really don't know. Like I said, I wish they had a better pure power forward. But outside of that, I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for that team. I really don't know. I don't know. At some point, we got to look at Embiid and just say, bro, you just ain't.
You gotta get it done.
Yeah, you just ain't the guy. Now, the question I would say about the Knicks is, Bronson as a pure talent ain't a top 10 player. So I've only seen one team in my lifetime not winning without a top 10 player, and that was Detroit in 04. So that'll be a precedent in itself. He can have a top 10 year, but he's not naturally a top 10.
You're talking about just raw ability.
Yeah, like raw ability, talented guy. So that might be the question for the Knicks. And then Boston, we ain't had a repeat champion since 2017. So the last 7 champions has been 9 repeats. So they're battling that. So as far as questions for them 2 teams, it would be them 2 things. But Philly is absolutely number 1 as far as under the most pressure. Absolutely.
You agree, bro?
Absolutely.
So that's it pretty much for the Atlantic, man. We'll wrap it on this. We'll try to come back a couple of days with the next. I think we'll do is we'll go East, West, East, West, East, West. So we'll do a Western Conference team next. We'll figure out how it go. But season 3, episode 1 is in the books. Did not do it at the beginning of the show because I ain't been doing this shit in a couple of weeks, and I forgot like that I literally was supposed to do the call to action at the beginning of the show, but I'm gonna do it how I normally do it anyway. Make sure that y'all like and subscribe. Pro Am Pod, TikTok, Professional Amateurs Podcast on Instagram, Professional Amateurs 919 on YouTube for those that listen on the podcast feed exclusively. Courtney, episode 1 in the books. You got anything else you want to say before we do?
Got shit, brother. I ain't got shit. I'm out like the merch. Never go get it. Yeah.
My man, yo, love y'all. Thank y'all for locking in. Catch y'all next episode. Y'all.
Season 3 from the parameter. It feel good to be an amateur. Jamal and Courtney co-manager. I go against the odds. I'm a gambler. If you know me, you know I keep it professional. Every time I do it, it feel like a spectacle. Turn my back on my city, it's unacceptable. Yeah, I'm an amateur, but